comes to communication, I might be a little biased because I was not born with the art of being subtle. So I do believe that the biggest communication derailer is not speaking your mind clearly and directly. And we all hold back because we don't want to offend people, because we don't want to hurt people, because we are embarrassed about the way we really feel. And then we end up in situations that we resent, and we resent the people that put us in those situations, and that's just a gigantic waste of time. I've also learned over the years that people are not mind readers. Shocking, right? Even the ones who genuinely want to understand you still need you to articulate your own needs and your own thoughts. Otherwise, they get wrapped up in a spiral of, oh, what did she really mean? And oh, how does she really feel? A quote about communication that I like is by one of my idols, Cookie Lion from Empire, played by the incomparable Taraji Henson, where she so articulately says to her children, I don't trust polite people, stupid. It's not about being impolite, because I do believe that you can be gentle and kind and yet straightforward. And you can be respectful but honest. And that's the balance that you have to strive to find. And when you develop a reputation for being the person that calls a spade, it just makes it so much easier and it's so liberating. So, you know what? If you're already doing it, call me. We should be friends. And if you're not, try it and let us know how it goes.
Whenever you have two people talking with each other, there are bound to be moments where we misunderstand, where we assume, where we defend, where something the other person said triggers something, where it reminds us of something. And I've just been trying to practice asking for clarification, asking what they're thinking, asking what they're feeling, asking what just went through their mind. So our intuition is usually pretty good. We usually sense when something's wrong, but we often will ignore it or kind of hide from it or just start trying to talk over it. And I'm working more on asking. And so asking somebody, you've been kind of quiet, what are you thinking tonight? Or you sound a little defensive, did I say something that hurt you? Or what just went through your mind when you heard that? And so just kind of starting to ask. And just ask a question and leave it there and let them open up that space for us. And use these as opportunities for us to learn more about each other and to lean into the moment and be curious, be interested, say you matter enough to me to know what you're thinking and what you're feeling in this moment, and to not be afraid of their answer. And so asking. My husband is so good at this. He's so good at being like, that look on your face, what were you just thinking? And I'll often be like, I don't know. And he's like, no, I want to know what just flashed across your face when I was saying that. And it invites me to pause and to think, that's a good question. Well, actually, when you said that, it made me think of this, and it opens up the space where we have the opportunity to both be more aware and learn about each other and go deeper. So ask. Just ask for clarification. We can invite better understanding of each other.
So according to my Zodiac and some personality tests, communication is supposed to be one of my top skills. But I still often find myself thinking, wow, the quality of that conversation could have been so much better. And why didn't I speak out for myself? So I made some notes that I thought would be great to be mindful about. The first of which is to be accepting. It's always great practice to listen, pause, and acknowledge, especially during tough conversations. Because how often have we just felt it was easier to get defensive and talk over someone, right? I know I've done it, but the healthier response is sometimes to stop, let the words marinate, and when we're ready, to say, you know what? I hear what you're saying and I respect how you feel. Also, I made a note to be intuitive because the quality of a conversation isn't just assessed by what was said, but how it was said, and a personal review on how well did we listen. There are often small things that we can change in our demeanor and delivery that can make our message more openly received. Or is there any more compassion that I can draw from my bucket? And I bet that if we asked ourselves that, we'll always find that there's a little bit more that we can give. Next, I have a note to be honest. I remember when I was watching Black Panther, like I'm sure all of you have, and if you haven't, please watch it, best movie ever. I was in the Grand Lake Theater in Oakland, and I scrambled for a pen and paper to write down this line that I heard. There are some truths we cannot bear. It really made me think about the secrets that we keep and the lies that we tell other people, because it's just easier that way. One thing that I learned in therapy is that you cannot heal what you don't reveal. And it will be so awesome to give all of our thoughts and all of our feelings their airtime, their chance to meet the sunshine and get the fuck out of our systems. And let's see how much healthier our relationships and conversations can be because of it. Oh, and if you were wondering, I'm a Gemini.